Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is Caitlin with A Stitch for Mom. I don't remember what number Flosstube this is, but this is a channel about cross stitch. So if you are interested, sorry, my thing is shaking. Please stick around. I want to give a shout out to my new subscribers. So I did get a couple new subscribers from my last video, and it's really awesome. It's really cool. They're so it's pretty crazy out there. Like really crazy. So they canceled my school for next week. I have to go in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to set up some like remote learning type stuff. It's March 15th, by the way. I wanted to start doing the dates on these so like when I go back and rewatch them, I know what date it is. So it's March 15th, 2020. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Yeah, they canceled school for next week. I've got Thursday, Friday off, and they don't really know what they'll do after that. So we'll just have to like wait and see. But Nebraska has one community case of coronavirus, and our governor said that if we get 2 of community spread, he's going to shut down the schools for 6 to 8 weeks, possibly. So it's very all like dystopian, like up in the air. Like I have no idea what's going on. I think we'll get more information tomorrow when I go back. So I've been on spring break this week, and the fear was for my school is that we don't know where students have traveled. We don't know where teachers have traveled. Like even now within the United States, it's starting to get just kind of scary and weird. Like it makes me nervous for like, this is a really bad virus and it is affecting people, but it just shows us how unprepared we are for like a virus that affects everyone the same way. Does that make sense? It just has really opened my eyes about how unprepared our country is, which is terrifying. Not that they're not doing everything they can, because I'm sure they are, but it's just we're, as a society, we're not prepared for this. It's scary. All right, now off of that corona stuff. I did want to give out some shout outs to some new Flosstubers that I've been watching since I've been kind of practicing social distancing. I've had a lot more time to sit and watch. Tara at the 805 Stitcher, her Flosstube is awesome. You should go check her out. I will link her below. She has this thing called Mom's Corner, which I really like. So it's like cross stitches that her mom did, which is, right up my alley. Kristen with Cow Stitcher, she just started her Flosstube, I think like 2 weeks ago or last week. It's really good. She and I have very similar styles to our stitching, and she does a really good job. Sherry Price, I followed her on Instagram for a while, but I just kind of started watching her videos because I've had time to watch them. And her and I also have very similar tastes in stitching. Carol with My Life with Miss Sassy, I absolutely love her stitching. So I followed her on Instagram for a long time, and then she just started coming out with her Flosstubes, and she has 2 right now, so you can definitely catch up. But her stitching is just gorgeous, and her colors and like the way that she comes up with her colors, seriously, I'm borrowing some of her ideas. Like, she's so good. And finally, Kim from Notes from My Needle. I really like her videos. They're kind of from a different perspective, which I think is kind of cool. So I actually wrote myself notes today, guys. I never write myself notes, but if I don't, then I will forget. So those are Flosstubers that you should go check out. I will link all of their shops in the drop down below. This video might be a little bit longer. I'm going to try to keep it shorter, but I worked on a lot of stuff this week. So I want to get to my previous finishes. So I've been trying to think about what previous finishes I can show you guys, because you've seen a lot of my finishes. And then I remembered that I had this. Now this is very dirty, but this is one of my mom's previous finishes. So it's very dirty. I have not cleaned it yet. I just found it a couple weeks ago. It is cross-stitched, but it's like it's not counted. It's like a stamped cross-stitch. But it's my mom and dad's wedding sampler, which I thought was really cool. It has both their names on it. I want to clean it up. I might reframe it. And I I think it's beautiful. And she even used like the really gold floss, which I think was really cool. So I thought that one was really neat. And another one I found, now this used to have frames, a frame, and I remember stitching this. It was like a last minute decision to stitch for my mom. It was like the week of Christmas, and I was like, I'm going to start this and finish this. I was in 8th grade maybe, and looking back at it, it's very fitting, which is weird, but it's joys and sorrows are cherished in the heart. And this is just something that I did. It was just from a book that she had, and I think I picked my own colors. Like, this was a very last minute project, but I made it for her. And this is the only cross stitch I ever actually made her. But yeah, I thought it was really sweet. I'm going to get it reframed and maybe put it in my craft room somewhere. Alright, now on to my finishes. Alright, so I did actually finish, so these are finishes that I've had, but I actually finally got them FO'd. So one was this, it's a heart and hand. It's the October, I can't remember what it's called, but I turned it into an ornament. So I just put it on sticky board, I put ruffles around it, and then I just put this black piece of felt with a ribbon so I can turn it into a little ornament. It's very cute. Originally it's designed as a circle, but I didn't want to do that, and that sounded like a lot of work, so I just did it as a square. Turned out super cute. Another piece that I fully finished was Happy Fall Y'all by Country Cottage Needleworks. So this piece I finished it in January. It was like one of my first 2020 finishes, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with it. And then the other day I was like, you know what, I'm painting, I might as well just paint this. It's a wood trivet I got from Target for $3, and it fits perfectly on there. So I just have this black gingham in the back that I got from Joann's. And it turned out super cute. I like it a lot. Alright, now for new finishes that you haven't seen, well, you've probably seen them on Instagram. But I did finish my Chockful Easter, or Chockful Hip Hop. I changed the colors, so I used crushed pineapple for the flowers, and I used sugar plum for the jar itself. So I made the jar purple. The background is a coral check I got off of Fat Quarter Shop, but it actually looks orange, so it kind of matches this orange color. And it just is in the same frame that my other ones have been in. And I did put batting, and I think I remember telling you guys, like, in my other 2 jars, like my sunflower jar, my harvest jar, I thought I put batting in it, and I don't think I did, because it does not, like, you can't even see it, but it is super thick. So, but I absolutely love how this turned out. It's super cute. So that was finish number 9 for 2020. The other thing I finished was my Autumn Manor, Sunflower Manor, the small autumn piece. So I did change all of the colors. The only color I used that was the same was chalk. So I did, originally these were, I put these as bean sprout, but then because I wasn't going to do the big ones, and then I decided to do the big ones, and so that goes with this, so I changed this to Wilderness, which is just a green that I got from one of my floss, like, packs. The words are Just Rest. The sunflower is not Queen Bee, but the other one. I can't think of it right now. The blue is Morning Glory. It turned out so cute. So I am going to wait to finish this because I do, in my mania, I'm going to start all the rest of the houses. Like both parts, the smalls and the bigs. Alright, now on to my whips for today. One whip I worked on that I haven't worked on for a while is my Howl's Moving Castle. So I got a little bit more of the blue done. I really like this piece. It's going to turn out super cute. With quarantine, you never know. I might get a lot of these things done. I myself am not quarantined, but you know, if we go into a quarantine. All right, another whip I had was Spring ABCs by Little House Needleworks. Now I've run out of Eve's leaves is my problem, which is why I haven't been working on it. But I got a little bit more. I got the flower and the gardens, and then I started the flowers down here. It's super cute. I like it a lot. All right, another whip I worked on was the Milk and Cream Company. Now, last time I said that I had messed up, and you know what? I just went with it, and it's beautiful. I am so close to being done. This will be hopefully a March finish. I really just have the grass and the flowers and one more cow. But I finished that barn. I started her face. I did some more with grass. So cute. I love this one. All right. In my 805 stitcher bag with my hippos. She does have one of these in her shop. Go check it out. So cute. I have my Eleanor Rigby, which I worked a little bit on. So remember, I'm doing this as a like a sampler for my, or as a memorial piece for my mom. Maybe if I can get it out. I just got more of this leaf done. I was very like EDD on my projects. Like I couldn't decide what I wanted to work on. Which is not new. I mean, that's my life. That is my life. All right. I did work on one of my stitch alongs that I'm doing, and that's my Light the Lantern style. It is Lantern Lane from Little House Needleworks. You're welcome to join me. I got the lantern done, more of the tree done, some windows, and I started filling in the house. I think that I need to get the house done first, because I think that's such a big piece of it, and mentally, if I get the house done, then I will be able to do the rest of it. All right. A project that will probably be done today is this Easter Bunny row. Last time I told you guys I had to rip some out, and I spent that Sunday ripping stuff out, and I got back into it, and it is almost done. I just have the leaves and flowers and Easter eggs. It's so cute. I'm using shamrock for the letters, and then black coffee and wild oats, I think, for the white. And I changed the bunnies to brown, and I used Priscilla's idea of not putting a bunny on the M and N and just doing little chicks. And those chicks are queen bee. So this will probably be done today, is my thought. Being quarantined. It's going to be a long life. All right. Another whip I worked on in my beautiful bag, maybe, is Lantern Lane. No, Liberty Lane. Sorry, guys. I got more of the bunting done. I think that's what this is called. I worked on this yesterday morning. Super cute. Now that I'm adding the white, I'm starting to like it more. When it was just the red and the blue, I was like, yeah, it's okay. But now I'm starting to like it a lot more. All right. Another thing I worked on is our stitch along. So we are doing Lizzie Kate's Halloween rules. We are doing We are calling it Halloween. Wait, 12 months of Halloween SAL or SAL on Instagram. I know Madam Ice is doing it. Madam and Me Too is doing it. Matt T and Me Too is doing it. And there's a couple others that are doing it. If you want to join us, we're doing one of these Lizzie Kate rules, or Halloween rules a month. And the reason why we're doing this is because it's a good pace, and it kind of offsets the cost of the chart. So each chart is like $7, and you have to buy 6 of them. And so it's just a way to make it a little bit more affordable. So I did get I'm not almost caught up, guys. I did, let's see, November, December, January. I worked on January's chart, which is Visit a Haunted House. And I'm almost done with it. I just need to finish that tree. This was my Witchy Wednesday stitching. I'm going to try to pull this out on Wednesdays. It's kind of my goal. So I changed the house color to like a purple. It's pretty. So I do just need to finish that tree and kind of fill in the house and stuff. And then I will work on Scary Crow, which is February's rule. And then March's rule is Carve a Pumpkin. I know Madam Ice has already started this with hers. So this is a fun stitch. I'm liking it. I like it a little bit, actually. I'm surprised, but I do like it a little bit more than Halloween rules, which I didn't think, or Christmas rules, which I didn't think that I would. All right. Now on to haul. So I kind of broke down a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. And I did get some new things. So I had FOMO so bad about the Stitch Quarterly. So I did get my Stitch Quarterly and I did start it. Next video I'll show you it. I don't want, if you're still waiting, I don't know what the rules are for these kind of things. If you want to know, private message me and I'll tell you what's in it. But it's really cute. I started it. It is on Ada, which I don't usually stitch on, but I did for this. I did pre-order that Madame Chantilly Celebrate 4th of July, the tiered tray, because I'm doing that for Mania. So that should be coming up tomorrow. Got that from Needle Case Goodies. I did also not pre-order, but I bought from JT Stitching Corner on Etsy. I bought Humble Honey because I'm afraid it was going to run out. And then I bought Souvenirs of the Heart, the 4th of July one, because I'm going to try some over one stitching, and I'm pretty stoked to try that. So that's what I bought. As far as, what is it? Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Market. As far as Market, that's what I bought. I do really want the With the Needle and Thread stuff, but I'm kind of like changing my thinking of like, I'm not going to stitch it right now. Like, spring is almost over. You know, like, I need to start ramping up my 4th of July stuff. And so, like, in those terms, I think that I've kind of changed my mindset on that. I am wanting to do a sampler, though. So if you have a good sampler that you love, comment down below, because I'm looking for one, and I haven't found one that I'm so in love with that I need to stitch it. But I would really like to find one. I did put an order in with Fat Quarter Shop because, like I had said earlier, I'm going to do the Chalk for the Home series for my Mania, but I didn't have the summer. So funny story. So I almost bought this on Tuesday. I was like, Wednesday they always do their flash sales for cross stitch, so I'll just wait and I'll just put it order just in case there's something I want. And this was on their flash sale, so I bought it. I'm going to change the colors to Patriotic for this. But I'm super excited about this. So I bought this so that way I would have it for my Mania. So these are 2 different Mania starts. So I'm going to start the small for one piece and the big for large for the other. I finally did finalize my Mania for the most part. So I will be doing an extra video. Maybe I'll film it this week to kind of show you what I'm doing. I don't want to put it in just a normal video. I'll just have a separate video for it to kind of show you exactly what I'm doing. And then I did buy some more of this Barnwood check for Mania. It's a 32 count Madonna. It's the brown Barnwood check. Brown board check. It's the brown one, not the, or barn board check. It's the brown one, not the gray one. I bought this lavender check for finishing for some spring stuff. I thought it might be cute. And then I got my stitching bits and bobs. I got my floss yesterday. So I got used brick, fallen leaves, which I love this, fallen leaves, macaroni and cheese, bramble bush, frog legs, river rocks, blue corn, English ivy. I also got queen bee, which was just, no, I ordered queen bee from Fat Quarter Shop. I got cherry cobbler maybe? No, I didn't get cherry cobbler. I can't think. I got two more. They're like a pinkish, they're pink color, so they're like with some stitching that I want to get done. All right, so let me double check my notes, my haul plans. Oh, I did have a giveaway, and so I'm going to get to that in a second. So I do have my winner for that. But I did want to, I forgot to show you guys this. So my sister got me this, well, her boyfriend got me this for Christmas, Farm Girl Vintage 2. And I'm thinking of this summer doing a, like, I know Fat Quarter Shop is doing it, but I want to kind of maybe try to do a sew along where I just try to sew some of these blocks. Because I've never done anything like this before. And I think it would be fun to videotape myself trying to do it. Sounds like a terrible idea. But I was like looking at them and I really like a lot of them. And there's these beautiful, I can show you it. These beautiful, oh my goodness, where is it? I'm not going to be able to find it. Here it is. Nope. They're like checked. Oh. They're gingham quilts, which I really like. I would love to do one of these. So it kind of just gives like how to do those, which is really cool. So that was one thing I forgot to show you. I did get my Primitive Stitcher and Punch Needle magazine. I have an online subscription to that, so I did get that. Yeah. All right, so now to our giveaway. So the giveaway was for March of the Daffodils, a Blackbird's Design piece that I got in from someone who was getting rid of some cross stitch. And so I did the random comment generator, and Tara at the 805 Stitcher, you are the winner. So Tara, I'm pretty sure I have your information, but can you just email me and make sure I have it correct? And I'll link my email down below. Or you can contact me on Instagram or whatever. But Tara, you are the winner of our March of the Daffodils. So I'm not going to do another giveaway today just because I don't know what the mail is going to do. Like, do they stop mail? I don't know. Like, if we are shut down. So I won't have a giveaway this week, but I will in my next video. So I hope you guys have a fantastic and safe next 2 weeks. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, like my video, follow me on Instagram at A Stitch for Mom. I am trying to stitch every day, or I'm trying to post every day, and so far I'm doing really good. So I hope you guys have a wonderful 2 weeks and stay safe. Bye.